Oh shit, my bad.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Smoke.
Boom!
We're here, bro.
Literally, I hope. Can you lot hear us? Are we loud enough, or do we need to be a little louder? Do we need to turn our mics up? Let us know.
Hey,
we can sort it out.
We always get G-checked on the timing, bro. What Biggs straight away he's in there. He's like, yo, 1 minute late. I can't lie, lads. He's disappointed, fam.
1 minute late. Like, you know, we was meant to be on time, but like a donut, I decided to go toilet just as
terrible.
It was like 30 seconds.
Absolutely
30 seconds left to the show. So
disgusting work.
I'm a
bro.
disgrace.
Yeah,
I'm a disgrace.
hear it. Hey guys, and also someone in the comments was like, "Oh, these late guys." The show starts at 8:30 now on Mondays. It's 8:30. This is the time, so we're not late. Yeah,
it just gives us a good time to set up and that. Like we was gonna try and do the 10 minutes past. We know we can get here at 8:30 at least. So,
guaranteed.
Yeah, guaranteed.
No, Untraceable was being disrespectful. Man goes, "You're never early." Hey, listen, that felt personal. Did that feel personal?
I don't know what's wrong with this. I don't know what's wrong with the community today,
guys.
I think they're getting like that because they're gonna like the stream.
They're gonna hit the
and
like.
They're gonna do super chat.
There's 60 of us in the chat. Guys, let's hit the like button on the way in. Yeah. If we get to a part of the show where there's over a couple hundred in here and we're still looking at 40 and 50.
Nasty work.
Yeah.
Nasty work.
All right, let's greet all the great defeaters right now. Shout out man like Raj, he's come back in, reclaimed his title. He said the champ is here. No, he goes, listen, watch how Travis and KG are gonna finesse the living legend with a second stream. No, bro. You've got your lineal title back.
You're the lineal champ, bro.
Congratulations.
Well done. Fam.
Shouts out Skyliner, the editor, Dan the man, Jonah 3-1, man like Black Super, man like Muller, man like B Act, Bigsy Biggs, man like Bolts, Ashley Williams,
come on,
North Bank Brand, Star Fox WR45, Ahija Selassie, man like Suk Sing 91, SB, Natty F Banks, Mr. A, man like John O, CJ Nico. Hey, bruv, this guy on Undisputed, yeah. We had some wars we had a couple scraps last week.
Really?
I still ain't got the dub over this. It's very jarring, fam. I've had a relaunch of my career with Larry Holmes. I
still not working.
Nah, bro.
All right.
Shout out man like Nas, Untraceable, October Red, Court Star.
Shout out October as
Doofus
well.
Creations. Yeah, come on.
Get back to October. Still, I need to chat to him.
Alexander the Great, Eddie Rose, Doofus Creations, man like P, man like Vamp, Osborne, Aaron Ozzy B, Matty Lad, and Radiant Terror. There we go. We're here now.
We're here?
Yeah.
Let's not waste no time, bro. Let's get straight.
I enjoyed this fight,
brother. It was, you know me, that kind of Mexican style.
Yeah.
You know, Morrell's Cuban as well, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. I've thrown that out there. But this matchup was a very good matchup. And the person that surprised me, because I wasn't a big fan of Morrell.
I wasn't
when we saw him in LA.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, there's this guy. Oh my God, this guy's the guy. He was,
you know who overhyped
compliments.
Maestro.
Yes,
Maestro
made us believe Morrell could do way more than I saw that night. But then again, dance partners are really important because Benavidez, I think that was one of his. Would you say that was one of Benavidez' harder fights?
It was a difficult fight. He brought
something good out of Benavidez.
Definitely, because we got to remember Benavidez is he's gone up in weight.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, all them times he's campaigning for the Canelo fight at super middle.
Yeah.
He's now in a weight class that I think he's probably like his body is probably more aligned with that division.
Yeah.
Look at the physicality of him. He doesn't look like a small guy that's gone up a weight class. That's where he belongs. So I think it was a good performance. I think Morrell pushed him. Morrell definitely gave a better account of himself than the last time we saw him on the
Terrence Crawford
undercard.
I think I became a fan of him. Yes, he didn't win, but I liked what I saw of him. And I was like, well, I want to see you now mix it up with the other light heavies.
That's the thing. Because before I didn't really believe the Benavidez at light heavy.
Yes.
Like I was very much like, but you know what I mean, you're gonna have problems with a real guy at the weight. Whereas now I'm like, nah, this makes more sense.
Better every time he comes out, because I thought he's looking comfortable at the weight for sure. And I'm like, well, it's not hard to fathom you in this weight class now. And the killer is, even in his weight class, he still looks huge.
He's just a big guy.
He looks huge. I'm like, there's no way you're the same weight as Buatsi, Yarde, and them. Like it doesn't feel like.
I don't necessarily feel like he's towering over anybody, because you got to remember, like, look at Callum Smith. Callum Smith is what, 6'4" realistically. Buatsi and Craig Richards, they're not 6'2" like they're listed. Like I'm 6'2". When I'm near Craig, bro, it's nonsense.
Yeah.
I look at him like, this is foolishness, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, he definitely isn't towering over them, man.
Okay.
But the fact that he's come up from super middle and he belongs already.
He looks like he's meant to be there.
You just know he was boiling down heavy to make 168.
Some of the bro, what I loved about Benavidez' fight style though is the shots he was choosing, man. The shots he was choosing. It was like we were just, you're just kind of operating in his world. He said, what? To the body shot? There.
Yeah.
Oh, you want this uppercut? There.
Yeah.
Like whatever it takes, there.
The shot selection is clever and it's acute.
Hey, we got a super as well,
Come on, big up, Saints.
Come on.
Peace and prosperity, gents. Come on, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Wale, you got to be on point with the switcher, bro. You got like...
But you know what I like is like, because I remember seeing some highlights of Benavidez. It's like quick, fast combinations. He just like... He's deceptively fast hands.
Yes.
Because he looks like he should be slower than that. The frame. Like he's got that Margarita type, Antonio Margarita type build where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna be the big dominating guy. But he's like, you're like
Ali Shuffle as well.
Yeah, I see that.
But then it's just he goes down though.
Yeah,
he goes down. He went down.
That knockdown was a real knockdown.
What was it then?
Bro, that shot landed on the underneath of his arm towards the armpit. And the force of it just pushed him over. If that's a knockdown,
both gloves
guys,
and then
oh my days, guys in the chat, please tell me, did you think this was a knockdown? Did you think that Benavidez got knocked down?
What was it?
That wasn't a knockdown, man.
What was it?
Nah, I'm sorry. I can't.
In the letter of the law, go with the letter of the law.
What?
Letter of the law, mate.
The letter.
By the letter of the law, bro. Knockdown for me, bro.
Thing is, I thought, see, no one said that. No one, look, that wasn't a knockdown. Weren't a knockdown. No way. Exactly.
Both gloves touch it.
Bro, if you get hit on the underneath of your elbow, and you get forced over, that's not, how's that a clean shot?
I'm getting back to the letter of the law, bro.
Listen, someone said, all right, someone saying he was hurt before that, though. It was a knockdown. That doesn't actually make it a knockdown.
There you go, mate. It's okay. He still won. He still did his thing.
No, I hate you, but like, go back to the sequence, yeah?
Yeah.
Morrell takes that hard step in the first time. Benavidez steps outside of it, and then he's got him tied up. Any force is gonna send man off balance.
Hearts, bro. It's part of the game. The game's the game, bro. At the end of the day, the game's the game. It is what it is. But let's move this conversation on now, because what was crazy, that was a title eliminator, right? Yeah. That was a title eliminator. Does that mean the winner of this now is going to fight for the undisputed title after these two, Bivol and Beterbiev do their thing?
How it's been worded, you can only assume that one of the belts has got to be linked to that.
What's Craig
in a definite way
doing? Not Craig. Sorry, what's Buatsi doing then? Because Buatsi's fighting Callum for. I didn't understand. I thought Buatsi's next fight would mean, bam, the main thing.
I wasn't under the illusion that was a guarantee. Do you know what I'm saying? But the fact this one's been called and advertised as a eliminator is like, okay, that's interesting. I'm curious to see what they're gonna call Buatsi and Smith's one on the night.
Let us know in the chat as well. Or is there a lot? Well, eliminators aren't guarantees. Is what they're saying.
Yeah, so I reckon. Okay, I reckon Buatsi and Smith is also a guarantee. But also, I can also see a way where they're just gonna be like, well, they're tied up. They might go for a trilogy. In the meantime,
if it's it, there's two fighters that are available. Because what you're saying, Buatsi Benavidez, your guy Yarde versus Morrell.
Bro, it could easily end up that way.
All right,
that would be some exciting fights.
Let's play in the world, yeah. All right, so now we're here. So you don't even have to argue it. We don't have to argue against each other, right? In this week, yeah?
Cool.
Should we start with Buatsi versus Benavidez? I don't even can I be honest with you?
Go on.
I'm scared about Buatsi Callum,
Bro, people are sleeping.
I don't even know why I'm trying to go into the future. I'm scared about Buatsi Callum. I swear to God.
Afterwards, after last week's debate, I got a message. I'm not gonna say from who.
Yeah.
But he goes like, "Hey lads, you know what I mean? He's a respected guy in the game.
Yeah.
Great debate, really enjoyed it." He goes, "I do find it interesting that everyone just assumes Buatsi beats Callum Smith, by the way."
Do you know what it is though? Because I think what was got
and we've naturally just done that.
No, I haven't. I want to let you know, I have not done that. When we're having these debates, it's about these two. So we just talk about them in this moment, right? I am looking at that Buatsi thing and saying, hey, what does that fight really look like? Like, what is that? Because I believe in Buatsi, and, we've seen Callum, and sometimes we say, like, at this way, is he the guy and stuff? But I think he's definitely going to be ready for this one. But Buatsi's going to have to be at his best. Has he fought somebody as good as Callum? Is the question. Has he fought someone rotted?
Let's have a look. Let's see. So, all right, let's say the cases for who we could say is as good as Callum, right?
Yeah.
Craig Richards. Can we fight that case? I reckon the accolades separate it.
The accolades separate a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willie Hutchinson is a tricky and difficult operator.
Tricky.
But
it's good, yeah. But
I'm not gonna say there. This is on paper his best opponent. I think that's fair to say.
This is a really good opponent in terms of what Callum's like.
Yeah.
What his story looks like. I think Craig's a good one to mention, but it's not the same, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, and the thing is, it's like you look at Smith's record, obviously the super middleweight stuff. Do you know what I mean? We get to Canelo and losing to Beterbiev. How much do we put into that to be like, okay, let's say he's not, you know what I mean? He's not top tier. Beterbiev is doing that to everybody.
The man.
He's beating up everybody.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can say he didn't look that great, or he didn't look live in there. That's the one thing I'd say, is that you didn't go in there to do a madness.
Mm-hmm.
You go in and it looked like you're in survival mode. But I think he's spoken about that fight and maybe said that he's injured or something was weird about that fight. So we don't know what Callum is going to look like in this fight, to be honest.
Will this be like, it's crazy to say Buatsi, because each time he does climb the ladder, there is like, wow, this lets us know a lot about him. Would this one really say, hey, okay, because we know you're legit, but we're still waiting for the super challenge. Would this kind of announce him to the boxing world on a whole? Because he's kind of known, I feel like he's he's more of a like domestic fighter, more to, he's
about Callum.
I'm talking about Buatsi on the world stage.
Oh, if he beats Callum Smith.
If he beats Callum, does that really cement him as
it's a
I'm with them.
Well, let's really stay on Callum Smith here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On his light heavyweight campaign. You've got the I think the Tottenham night was when he first announced the light heavyweight thing,
mm-hmm.
right? So that's Gilbert Castillo Rivera, that brother, and then Borderleak, that KO in the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was straight into Beterbiev, and then it's a rebuild thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to see where he's at with it in the light heavy thing, to be honest with you.
But no, we respect the name though. We respect who he is.
Because I critiqued him when I was just like you beat Groves and Groves was injured.
Yeah.
So it's like, whilst you got the name, it's almost like Eubank having the win over De Gale. De Gale was finished.
I like that.
You see what I'm trying to say?
I like what you've done there.
So it's one of the ones where we never really got a good scale of Callum Smith to be like, yeah.
But that will annoy me then, because then if he does beat him, how was the public going to talk about it?
I don't think you could take away from Buatsi getting a double over Callum Smith.
Yeah.
However he dice it.
Okay.
He goes in there, wins, and does what he does. If Callum Smith looks weak and he struggles to beat him, then that's not good.
Yeah.
But if it's one of the ones where he goes in there and he knocks out Callum Smith, that's still a credible win. I don't think that's one you can be like, oh, but who is he though?
Yeah. So obviously we're on a podcast and we're not the fighters. Yeah. So we're allowed to do is we can overlook the fight and say, what does Buatsi and Benavidez look like as a fight? How does that look? I
want you to answer this, because if I say anything against Buatsi in any capacity, I'm on some hating thing. I'm a hater. Go on.
You know,
how do you see that going?
It's an IQ thing, bro. And the IQ that I was watching from Benavidez yesterday. Yeah, I said to myself, KG, you need to maybe reflect that Canelo thing a little bit. You might need to go back and say, how does he look against Canelo? Because he was comfortable. The main thing for me is the type of shots he was throwing, and he looked like he just belonged in there.
Comfortable, bro.
Just that was it. Yes, Morrell's he's a tricky opponent, and Morrell was doing things in there that other fighters are gonna suffer.
Bro,
other fighters don't want to see Morrell. We'll get to that in a second.
I watched that Benavidez and the shot selection, yeah, and I looked at that and I thought to myself, I remember Willie Hutchinson giving man some issues with his trickiness, with his tricky style.
Yeah.
But he ain't have Benavidez' power.
Yeah.
He has some difficult looks. He does some tricky things really well. And Buatsi did a decent job of, getting there.
He done a very good job. I won't say difficult job, because he had to fight at a different pace. He had to, they had the perfect game plan for Willie Hutchinson.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
I don't know
about that Benavidez. For me, I'm like, I couldn't be in a genuine place and look at that and say, I can see Buatsi getting that done. I can't visualize that.
This is why I need another strong Callum performance. Benavidez, I'm putting him on a pedestal now. That I don't know is it right? Is it right to do that?
Well, we're gonna have an element of recency bias because we just watched him round by round 2 days ago.
Yeah.
The fact is, yeah, once that, you know what I mean, give us a couple of weeks removed from the excitement of the win and how the emotion of the fight, then you can look at it again.
No,
however,
we
can't take away.
No, it's the adjustments that he was making in that Morrell fight that told me, bro,
Bro,
how are you adjusting like this and decide? Because there was little moments, and what Buatsi does well is Buatsi can out-dog a man. He can say, oh, you think you're on that? Watch this. And at home, on a domestic level, even though these guys, I don't look at them as domestic fighters. I know they're more than European level, but I look at them as the at-home guys. At home, I think there's more dog in him than the rest that he's getting up against. This one is, you're already meeting a certified dog already.
He's on
Benavidez, you can't go in there and say, I'm going to out-dog you. So now it's a moment of, well, who's got the dog and better boxing skill?
Yeah, I mean,
and Buatsi is like while his footwork is, and he's getting better at getting his head off the line.
It's not up to the point where you'd be evading those shots. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think that what would be a real significant, like, how can I say it? It'd be a real interesting one to see how well Benavidez takes Buatsi's power. Because whilst Morrell isn't a big puncher from what I've seen of him, I don't look at his power and be like, yeah, that's up there power. I respect Buatsi's power to be the type of power where it's like he's a hard punching light heavyweight. Yeah. So if Benavidez goes in there and he's comfortable taking the power, then it's like, bro, we're in Mayday settings.
All right. So now I move over to you. I got to ask you the big question, bro, because Morrell's got a loss and he's looking for a place to go, light heavy. And if you're talking about a fight that says Yarde, Wagwan, your hair, Yarde versus Morrell. How do you see that one going?
Mate, it's a hell of a fight. It's a hell of a fight. Like, you know, again, it's like, once I say, like, bear in mind, because someone just commented and said, did Trav just say Morrell isn't a big puncher? Wow. And I'm like, no. What I'm trying to say is, obviously, when we're talking about the light heavyweight division, we got Beterbiev and guys like that who are around. Bang outs. Like, it's not, oh, that hurt. It's man on the floor, bro. So I'm saying he don't hit like that, right? And you can make a case for a couple of men that don't hit like that, but I'm saying, like, there's certain people whose powers that gets talked about differently. I don't think Morrell's one of those guys.
Yes.
Who knows? I might get, you know what I mean? I might age badly. But in that fight there, I'm looking at him like, bro, this guy's boxing skills, the guy's, it's one of the ones you'd be looking at and be like, you're gonna have to find a way to get to.
This will be the best boxer he's ever.
That's what I'm saying.
This will be the best boxer he's ever. The skill test, and that's what I'm saying. With these two,
and he's there in the 11th and 12th. Good. Like, it'd be one of the ones where going into that fight, it's you see how I felt about Yarde going there with Beterbiev. I'm willing, man, on.
This is a different challenge.
You're in there with someone that's gonna be.
No, but I would see in that Beterbiev one. It's like it's a machine for machine in it.
That's the thing.
That's different. That's a different aspect.
And the reality is, though, Yarde can bang man out. So that's why it's one of the ones where it's like you have a chance in there with anyone. Because if you can force someone like Beterbiev to be honest for the moments that you was in there, you can get other people out.
But it's okay because Beterbiev is gonna come forward and stalk you down, and he knows he's gonna knock you out.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a different. That's a whole different.
He's going to get hit with that.
It's
style.
Different ingredients. We're talking about making a different type of food, bro.
Yeah.
In this one, I saw some of the combinations that Morrell was throwing after being hurt or after getting because he took, bro, he's strong. He was taking body shots, bro. I saw him take body shots and I said, that's taking a lot of man down. Say he's he's ox in there.
Yeah.
How is my man?
It's rough, bro.
So do you have Yarde beating him?
I say he's got a chance in there.
That's a no.
I don't think he's going in there as the favorite. Let's have it. No, that's what I'm saying. He's not going in there as the favorite, but I'm saying when we're talking about him taking the power, we're gonna have to see what that looks like because Benavidez is coming up in weight. He's not. I don't know.
We're talking about Morrell. We're talking about Morrell.
What I'm saying is the power that he was eating from Benavidez is still super middleweight power on paper.
Yes.
Now those guys are bona fide light heavies.
Yeah.
Their power might feel different to him. these are the variables that are just the ones that you can throw. But the pedigree that my man's coming up with, I'm like, hey, it's a problem in there, bro.
Let us know in the chat. Let us know. I don't.
It's a problem, bro.
Let us know in the chat. I don't listen. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think
it's rough.
I think that's a mad thing. Even I don't even like. I'm a Buatsi fan. Buatsi Benavidez is mad in my head.
It's a mad.
But then I don't know.
But I would like to see
because Buatsi hasn't gone for ultimate greatness. We can't rank how we don't know yet how good we can't scale him yet. Well, we know he's mashed up everyone that he's faced.
What happens?
But the next, I'm talking about the elite. Is Buatsi an elite fighter? That's what the question we're asking.
If this plays out, yeah, that Callum Smith gets the dub over Buatsi, he's a bit mad still.
Oh, it's not mad. It's just go back and
no, it's boxing. Yeah. It's not mad as in, oh my gosh, Mayday.
Yeah.
But it's one of them ones where you just go, okay, this is interesting. Because right now the overwhelming perspective is the next fight, because he should be going for a world title and But if he loses to Callum Smith,
it'll be his first loss. It depends what that thing looks like as well. It depends what type of loss it is.
Yeah, but this perspective
if he gets dominated,
Callum Smith,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it's gonna. It depends on the type of fight it is. Moving on though, let's go. All right, cool. Who we got next? Oh, let's quickly. Should we deal with this one quickly? Because I'm a bit disappointed. We won't spend long here.
Cool.
We're not going to spend long here. This is a quick one, bite-sized one.
What did you think of the performance, first of all?
Good.
Yeah, same.
Good. He is doing, and he explained himself, and Shane as well. He's talking about, he was sparring a bigger guy. So because there's a couple of low blows, bro. And he had to say, I can't actually throw that punch anymore. I really enjoyed the uppercuts that he was throwing.
Oh my gosh, bro. That guy couldn't get out of the way of those. There's times when you're looking at the shot thinking, you can't see that coming now.
Listen.
3 uppercuts in a row.
No, because he's fast.
No, I hear what you're saying. It's still nonsense, bro.
Hey, I was like, there's so many moments when you have that, rush hour? Who hit me? Yeah. Because there was them uppercuts, I know he's probably in there saying, wait, what happened? How? And again, it was beat into submission. He beat him up, really, and blooded his face. And let's not lie, this guy's traveled. He's only been stopped by Boots. Boots is the only one. Yeah. So you can tell, the pedigree's there. And for Azim to make him look like just anybody.
Beat him up, bro.
Yeah.
And the way he bloodied up his face towards the end, I was like, yo, you're just bullying man in there. But the thing is, quality performance, I enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing him out again. The issue I have is the stuff that happens outside the ring, bro.
Wait, before you get to the stuff that happens outside the ring as well. Hey, bro, we're reigning supers,
Come on.
This is good. Hey, come on, community. Go on, Trav.
Best boxing podcast on YouTube. Keep it going, lads. Also, you guys need a special gloves or offer when Buatsi and Yarde fight. Shouts out to Rizzy, boy.
Yeah, we need it.
That would actually be a madness.
This week, me and Travis said, you know what, for our relationship to continue, after podcast normal, we can't be in another beef this week. Because that last week,
I watched it back.
Having to have to punch here, normal. Because listen, feelings were raised. It was like
that Dubois Joseph Parker topic got
definitely go for a walk. It's definitely go for a walk and just raw. What do you think about this punch? Yes, and Wale has to play UN,
bro.
UN Peace Treaty.
Listen, don't make me go solo, fam.
So this week, you notice how there's a little bit of decorum.
Parliamentary procedure, bro.
Parliamentary proceedings. There was something that so happened. He's a great listener. Adam, there was in the corner, he goes, they asked him for a combination. The fact that he did it, just in there, it goes, what was it? Uppercut, overhand right. Yeah? Sweet as. Bow! And I goes, oh, he can hear his corner. Yeah, that's good. When you got a relationship with your trainer, and the trainer says, I don't like that punch from you, you're not allowed to throw it no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there's something, they are locked in.
Their synergy is fantastic.
It's brilliant. But now it was the end of the fight. They asked the big question, and I don't know why they set up. They goes, anything you want to say to anyone? He goes, Dalton, I hope you're watching that. Like, like, and the crowd's like, yeah. So then obviously gets out the ring.
Yeah.
And then she's like, the Dalton fight seems really far away. Like, it doesn't feel like it's close at all. And we know that now because Turkey.
He's right. He
said
information out.
He said, listen, I've tried to make this fight. So now we're back again. Asking questions
what are you talking about, bro?
What's going on at Boxer when making their fights have great nights,
bro.
But then the optics. Why have we got this again,
bro? Let's go back to when, because there's been some weird moments, right?
Pound for pound.
Remember when they had like Harlem Eubank in the ring? I think that was Harlem and Azim. I remember there's weird, like the stuff that was going on.
Yes,
fights weren't getting signed, and even now it's like he's turned down the fight for Azim, and it's like, why are you calling him out when my man said he's trying to get this fight done, and you ain't trying to really hear it? Ben.
Eddie G checked him. He said, "Let's make this." Eddie G checked him. Let's have it right. Eddie said, "I want this fight." Imagine Eddie putting up on the promoter and saying, "Him versus him. Let's go." Yeah,
and you're doing Higa.
And you didn't. I haven't heard back from you,
bro.
So now it doesn't. It's what it is disingenuous, and we're having too many of these moments, and it makes your fighter, because your fighter doing the call out. We're watching at home saying, "Well, that doesn't make sense."
Why are you chatting to him?
Why are you talking about him?
But
I hope he's watching. You're not gonna fight him. You don't need to watch.
But this is interesting, right? So Life of Bod just said we can claim the fight. We can blame the fighter here because why is he doing a fake call out? Like, bro, you know this ain't gonna be happening soon.
This is why
you're saying all of this.
I've got an issue. This is what I'm saying. I'm not really. It's not shalom because I literally the thumbnail basically says he calls him out because like Dalton Smith.
I hear you.
But then what is that energy? How, like, I would look at it and thought that's cheeky.
But if Shalom is behind him saying, still not gonna do it though. Not now.
You can't call.
Remember how I hear you, but like, I don't know.
Unless we don't respect call outs anymore. Unless that's like I'm calling you out for 4 or 5 fight time. Just don't say my name, bro. Because I say my name, hello. You got a response.
But you know what it is? I think sometimes some of these fighters still live or they still think it applies where fights just build. Like fights just build because of it's
not
like
if I offered you money the other day and then Turkey Al Sheikh says.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you don't get to say that.
Not in the Turkey era. The Turkey era is, oh, you might want to fight. Run it. so that's like, not when are you free fight? When are you free? Are you free in June? Because bro, the fight is there now, bro. You understand? You can't be on some. Oh no, not next. I meant soonish. Nah, bro.
We move on, man. We move on. I was a level of disappointment is what I will say. Yeah. Let's move on though. Let's not waste no time. Brother, Happy's.
Yeah.
Happy's was present, bro. I like petty stuff. I'm here for petty behavior.
Papoose came out, bro.
Pappy said, "This is my relationship now."
That's a step out.
Yeah, Pappy said, sometimes you're gonna step out. Literally. So he's there with the quote, and he's helping her. Like, I don't know if he's done up her boots or something. I just see him about, and I thought her entrance. What was good is, I feel like she's becoming a bigger star, but there's less to do. If that makes sense, there's less, as in the people in attendance, everyone's there, and it's like, well, what now you're talking about? And I'm gonna get into who she's fighting, right? It's like I've taken on. I don't know if there's anything for the GOAT to do. Honestly, like she's now fought someone that's bigger than her. We thought about Savannah Marshall. We said, how's she gonna deal with Savannah, the height and the range, this, that, and the other. This woman that she fought, there was times where. Like in power, when I'm talking about landing, she was waiting for the one shot
to close it.
Clarissa got the one. Clarissa was hitting her with the one shot. Clarissa in that third round, it was actually I believe she beat her. I believe she beat her from the third round.
Oh,
I've never seen the referee. He picked her up. I've never seen that. I don't know if they said we can't do this to the fans. The referee literally went. On the count, I couldn't believe it's like.
Wait, you talk about the 9th round one when she fell backwards?
Third round, bro, early, which is getting beat up.
No, but because that's the one when she tripped over the ref's foot.
No, there was a round when the referee done the count and he picked her up, bro. And I couldn't believe it, bro. She's getting beat up. The combinations. You lot help me in the. Wait, hold on. Do you lot remember what? There was literally an assist. And I said, huh? Wait, what's going on? It's early. Hold on. Does anyone? The ref tripped her.
Yeah, the ref tripped her on that one. It's because she fell on her back. She fell on her back. Wow. And the ref just walked over there and just helped her up. It's because he tripped over her foot. But she was hurt.
Beat up though. Who said the ref helped? I was seeing a valid beatdown, like a sustained punches that I didn't feel like a trip up to me. It felt like no.
She was getting pieced up.
She was there. She was there.
100%. But
Katie, you're right. I think it was the third.
Yeah, but
it was a trip. She was mash up.
Yeah, but she was getting hurt. But if you trip over the ref's foot,
brother,
the referee can't count that.
You know that fatigue, yeah, when you're getting mashed,
bro,
and even the foot is like, hey yo,
listen,
I've seen it there. It's like I don't want to be rude. Okay, don't do it.
Say
that's growth. The Ben Whittaker rope.
No, that's not the same.
Sometimes you see side you say
no, because you trip over the ref's foot. The referee knows what happened. He can't count you.
I hear you, but I'm saying, listen, it's there, isn't it?
No, because she didn't milk it.
She didn't milk it.
She fell down. Boom. Referee came over, helped her up, and that was it. But the fact that she was that tired in the third, it wasn't even tired. She was getting.
She was fucked up.
She was getting pieced up, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, sometimes when you getting mashed up, yeah. In my eyes, yeah.
You just want to break.
Even if that rest foot was not there, yeah, she was going down. Bro.
Nah, I don't think she would have gone down.
She was going down.
But what was mad though is that when you watch the fight, like I caught the fight probably from like the 8th round, but she was like so much smaller than this girl, bro. The size difference. I'm looking thinking, oh, you're in there with a heavy, like a legit one, and I was just like, mate. This girl looks like she could knock her out if she was to land.
She was trying.
She was definitely trying.
That's the thing. She was trying, and there was moments where this is what happened because Clarissa was having success in that fight. She started to do that make the cardinal sin of trying to look for the knockout instead of setting it up. So that's why the fight prolonged. And then after you started to see the adjustments that was made.
Yeah,
and she had to find a new way. She had to find something else. But then I just watched that fight and it ended so sweetly.
Yeah.
That shot, 10 seconds to go.
Lovely.
Oh.
And the thing is, if she gets to like another minute, I reckon she gets her out of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I still feel different about that third, but it is where it is. I know it's a pickup. I know, but I just feel it was ending anyway.
I hear you.
Again, she showed grit, but
dominant performance.
Oh my goodness!
Like the frustrating thing about her career is that you just happen to just be a bit too big weight class wise for the competition that's available.
Yeah,
there aren't many.
There's nothing for her to do.
Yeah,
people keep saying catch weight, but then there's like the names that people now keep saying they're too stupid. They're too small. When people say, Baumgardner, she's too like that can't work. Another name, Katie Taylor. There's nothing like. It's just the quote. She's
Savannah
done.
Marshall is like a rematch. Like
Savannah called her the quote, bro. She doesn't. Any clause that she had,
done,
you can't say that. After that fight and calling the quote, you just disqualified yourself.
Yeah. Like even like someone, Ashley Williams just said, there's only 18 heavyweight women in the division.
What can she do?
I think the girl she fought, she's like what 6 fights?
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, let's see. It's Daniel Perkins.
Yeah.
She was. How many fights has she had? Because I was hearing people say like 5 fights.
But what can you do? It's not like
5 fights before this. She's 42 years old. She's not even going to be really keeping this thing going after that. It's a frustrating thing for the
Is Clarissa to blame that she who's there to fight?
Not at all. She's doing what she needs to do. 16 wins, and she's making certified claims.
And in those moments as well, because there's still danger. But again, just chilling, waiting on her. It's when she just chilled back on the ropes, waiting for a moment. And then they was both trying to counter each other as well. There was things I was looking, I was like, you know what, like Clarissa, like I don't, because now people keep talking about Ali's daughter, Layla.
That don't make no sense.
Stop this.
But you know what's mad though, yeah? So one of Muhammad Ali's wives, right?
Yeah.
Saw Clarissa at the airport or wherever it was. I'm not even sure she saw Clarissa, but she was being interviewed.
Yeah.
And she goes to her. She's like, I'm here to see Clarissa win. I'm here to support Clarissa. And I want to see Clarissa whoop Layla's ass. And they were like, wait, what? He's like, I want to see her whoop Layla Ali's ass. And they were like, wait, what? And then someone next to her was like, tell them why you want to see it. He goes, because her mama stole Muhammad from me.
She's saying it's generational beef.
She's saying, because your mom took my man.
We know who she's talking about. Look like a butterfly.
What? Imagine that's the revenge she's after. Bro, Layla Ali's what, 48 now?
A woman scorned, bro.
Brother.
There's no way she did.
Sitting with that revenge for all
in your heart.
Years,
and
bro.
the celebration will be crazy.
Bro, Layla Ali's fully retired, 47 years old.
There's no
fully
way.
Retired.
This is why I said you lot need to just leave her alone.
And the reason why I say, I remember hearing Layla Ali talk on one interview, yeah.
She was on
one of the
Sway.
Smokiest.
She was on Sway in the morning,
bro.
She started doing the combinations.
You could tell that fight is still in there somewhere.
Nah,
so I don't think we ever see it. But it's one of them ones.
Clarissa's career is certified.
But what's funny though is that, like, even clearly we're seeing in women's boxing, the retired fighter and the current fighter having beef is just it's a dynamic that will never go away.
Yeah.
Because there's always something to say.
And until, do you reckon Layla might do the mad thing like
48, 47?
The money though.
Yeah, but the physicality, bro.
The money though. We've seen fighters come back. Is there a chance Layla can say, you know what? This quote thing, I'm squashing it. Because they were close as well.
They were
She was
cool.
around. They were close.
Yeah,
They're really cool. Like,
I think comparisons started to pop up, and then people started to be like, all right, sure. It's like, nah, I ain't gonna show. And it's like, now the dynamic just,
it's nasty work. We'll see anyway. Listen,
I don't know, man. I don't want to see old like out of retirement women like not box, bro. That's gonna be bad, bro. Because I don't even know for sure. I hear you about the bag, but I don't even know for sure that she's like, if we prime for prime, I don't know that she's seeing Clarissa.
No, she's not. Oh yeah,
you're saying prime for prime.
Oh, she's not seeing Clarissa at all.
I don't.
She's not. Absolutely not.
Clarissa's is yeah.
We move on though, man.
Cool.
Let's go to this. Let's go to a series. Bakole gave an announcement, and I said, "Huh?" I said, "Wait, if we're rebuilding, yeah." And this,
who said that rebuild's happening? Who? When did you hear that?
I don't know. I took a mental note. You know, as AJ fans, yeah, we've told ourselves we're rebuilding right now.
No, who did? No, we didn't.
What
Fury. We've just said Fury or Dubois.
Oh no, we can't.
The whole time.
Fury's gone. And we're not seeing Dubois.
But what I'm saying
we're
is,
not seeing Dubois.
At no point was there a rebuild. What you talking about?
Bro, we are not going back to Dubois.
Fury. No, but what I'm saying is, I've only been entertaining Fury and Dubois talks. Remember, I sat here and said I'm not interested in a Bakole side mission.
Yeah. No, but this is, you know, we're not on, as AJ fans, me and you are clearly not on the same page.
No, we're not.
So I want you to know where
Fury
I was.
is the
I
one.
want to let you know where I was, yeah?
Go on.
The destination was Fury, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I left, where were we? As soon as I left Wembley that night, I said, oh, we're not going to see that man again. I made a declaration in my mind. I said, oh, Dubois, cool. He's going to be the new young guy that's going off and he's going to do a mad thing. We've experienced that. There's no embarrassment. I just need to see Fury and it's over.
And it's over,
really.
yeah.
That's where I
was,
was,
the end.
yeah. But then Fury done a Fury, yeah.
And just ran.
And left.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're right about your Fury prediction is about to come true.
The minute AJ announces a fight,
as soon as him and Bakole have signed that deal, yeah. And I'm talking when they start to do press. Clockwork.
He'll be back.
Fury's back. But now, let's talk about this fight. AJ versus Bakole after Dubois is a mad thing.
It's absolutely madness, bro. I feel like it's bullshit, to be honest with you.
Why will he say it?
Let's not pretend like that campaign said some bullshit over the years.
Oh.
They are constantly telling you who they beat up in sparring.
It's boxer.
No, it's him. Him and his trainer, fam. They're always telling stuff about he's mashed up this person, done this and that. They always.
I believe him, though.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying I would be like surprised because AJ does this type of stuff. He will fight for all the stuff that people want to say about him. He gets in the ring and puts on the line against man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's possible that it's real. I personally am not 100% sold. However, I will say this, and I've said this before. This is not the fight I wanted for my guy. this is not the fight I wanted for my guy. Not in this position, not in this moment, not now. Like, I wanted this fight after a Fury win, to let me know he's back. After a Dubois winning the rematch, to let me know he's back.
Yeah.
Not straight after Dubois. That makes me, on the way in, uncomfortable. And you know me.
You never feel that. Yeah, you never feel that. You never feel that. This is weird. Like, we're on in our child waters right now, because when we talk about AJ fighting, I'm usually the one saying, hey.
Because Wilder is the one where I'm like,
yeah, mash him up.
Go mash right. Go
yeah.
There. Do you know what I mean?
This one here, yeah, I'll tell you where I am. As soon as I saw like Bakole saying this, I said, this ain't the plan.
Hold on though. There's a comment here.
Go on.
Jimbo Jones. He says, Bakole said the fight is happening in Congo, where there's an ongoing civil war. He said the man is chatting shit. The fight ain't happening.
Oh, Bakole's chatting shit. Prayers to Congo, though. We must say
absolutely.
That. Listen, prayers to Congo, man. And we need to just, again, as a community, be a lot more informed and post and stuff, and really like draw attention, because I think it can continue, because the Western, our media and everyone, like, we have to make them care about it as much as well. But I think
100%
us lot as a people need to be a lot more vocal. So thank you for mentioning that. But I think it does need our voices, because the bullshit will continue really until it becomes this is what these guys are talking about. I don't think I haven't seen enough. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, so you reckon he's just I'm not chatting rubbish?
Yeah, I'm not like,
but it doesn't have to be in, because it can be. Let's not remember, they've said, Turkey Al-Sheikh did say, this is why I was listening to him. We want to do a fight in Africa. It doesn't have to be in Congo.
I just don't think that it would definitely be
Bakole versus AJ in Nigeria.
I think that fight could definitely happen
in Nigeria.
It would be Nigeria,
of course.
Yeah. I could definitely see that fight happening, because AJ he does this type of stuff. But what I'm saying is, I don't think it's next. Wilder, realistically, is next. When is Wilder's next fight? Wilder has a comeback fight apparently on its way. Hold on, let me see. Next fight.
Wilder's back, apparently.
Yeah, apparently he's due to come back. I'm not sure if it's like official yet.
I don't think that's official at all. That guy's doing ayahuasca, bro.
Nah, he ain't doing no ayahuasca.
He used to, bro. He's still doing ayahuasca, bro. Don't think about his comeback, bro.
Nah, I think he's probably
bro.
on the leg press trying to boost up them calf muscles. I don't know what's happened to them. They dropped. He's dropped. He's dropped calf weight in this process that he's been on recently.
I don't know. Hitman, fam. He's not coming back, bro.
Yeah, people are saying March, but no official announcement. Yeah, I like the Wilder fight off the back of a KO from Dubois, fam. Not straight in with Bakole, bro. The guy's, that's a problem. That's a problematic fight.
Is that more question for you guys at home? Is AJ versus Bakole more dangerous than Dubois AJ? Like, what fight looks like? Because I know it's crazy saying that, no, because you're saying that his hand was down and something was wrong with AJ, probably, potentially.
No, I didn't say something was wrong with him. I said he fought mad. Like, that wasn't the best version of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the best version of AJ,
at least has
versus Bakole.
He probably can win, but what I'm saying is, the journey. If you're think about how promoters,
you've got the best version of AJ beating Dubois, don't you?
I think there's a version of the AJ that can
best version. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that version.
The best version of AJ, you haven't beaten Dubois.
Of course they can.
Do you see the best version of AJ beating Bakole? Is what
yes.
The question.
The problem is the best version right now is like, okay, well, is he gonna give us that version? Because he came out against Dubois, hands down, ready to. I don't know what the plan was, fam. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't want him to be in such a dangerous fight after such a significant loss.
Yeah, because it's over. If you get folded, like,
that's what
getting folded in Africa is crazy. You can't get folded. No way. Because the African reaction, is crazy, bro. Because they start off on your side, yay! That's me, and then after, then they'll start to just badmouth you.
Hold on, let's see. There's a comment from Pioneer Capital. He said the same Bakole that was beaten up by Michael Hunter. I beg. Bakole's human and AJ can knock him out in Ngannou style.
And Ngannou style.
We'll see.
This is not a UFC fighter, you know. You lot just be taking Bakole for a UFC man. Listen, anyway, we'll hear from them. They'll call in. Final. Bro, when you lose, anything that happens to you,
I know.
you are doing. Yeah, you're the champion. Yeah. You're the champion. Yeah, just lying down. Just disgrace the whole country. Bro, they'll make you feel so shit.
The pressure will be high still.
Yeah, lying down. Knocked out. Is it good? Femi, is it good?
What, between rounds?
Do you think it's good?
In between rounds? Nah, Ben Davison having to hold back random uncles is going to be the wildest optics that no one saw coming.
Bro, I'm telling you, did you see best thing I've ever seen? And Ghana, don't come for me. I saw it, yeah? Ghana got knocked out at AFCON, yeah? And the team tried to leave. All the Ghanaian press said, we just want to ask questions. There's no fight. We just want to ask questions. They said, you're not leaving here. Bro, they tried to just get the coach.
Hold him man there for the press conference.
The coach and dip. They said, tried to go into the Premier League. They said, nah.
Man. Hey, let's move on, fam.
They take losses. Bro, the man cussed all the players of the team meeting, bro. Nah, you don't understand, bro. Africans, bro. And sport? All right, cool. Final. Face off was spicy, bro.
It was spicy. You know what I like about them
Yes.
more so than anything else, yeah? Is the fact that they're both Russian.
Yeah.
They both know that they're the top two guys.
Yeah.
And they refuse to be friends in any kind of way.
You know, they said that sometimes rounds in a ring brings you like
not them.
That Chisora friendship, what Chisora's been looking for.
That's right.
It's never gonna play its part here.
Them man sit there with each other like, yeah, nah, you know, the rounds were tough and this, that, and the third. They're like, do you want to shake hands? No, absolutely. No, thank you. Afterwards, maybe, but no. They're just cold. There's no nothing with them two where it's like, come on, obviously, spud like a Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi thing. They're like, nah, bro, bun this you, bro.
You are my certified up. And what was nice about it, even when he said, oh, is it different? Like, how does this fight look? And he goes, no, it's different. I want revenge. When he said, I want revenge, yeah, I think maybe a piece of Beterbiev said, not even, because he's always ready to fight.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh,
okay, cool.
That's the energy that we're on.
Say no more.
It wasn't a lot wasn't said, but you could just feel the energy of Bivol's pissed off about what happened.
Very pissed off. Bro.
Bivol's not happy about how that day and how that night ended. And even like, he's not even doing the deluded thing when he says, I think I won that fight. They asked him, hey.
I had some feelings, but you know, when I watched it again, not necessarily the same, but it's fine. He's just
That's
cold.
someone. How many times do you reckon Bivol watches that fight?
He's watched that fight back hundreds of times. That fight is probably on in the gym when they train. Yeah. He's like, they're so locked in, and because they got such like cool, stoic demeanors, they're not giving any emotion away. Them man sit there like, yeah, I know it's me and him. You lot are gonna do this thing, and you're gonna try and look for a rise. There's no rise. We just boxers. We fight.
Yeah,
that's it.
This fight here,
cold, bro.
Have you changed your mind in terms of how I think it? Like, let me say how I feel it's going. I feel, but it's gonna be exactly the same. It's gonna be exactly the same, and the mistake that Bivol could potentially make is really following that revenge energy. If he makes that, if he's on that revenge, I need to show you that I'm a bigger and better man than you. I think that's where it gets dangerous, because there's times when he's a bit of more of a sounder boxer, and he did back him up. There was things that he was having success with, but I was like, you got a bit greedy. I thought Bivol was a bit greedy in the first one, you know.
This is the thing. I think he's gonna know where his strengths were, and like you say, he was a bit greedy at times.
Yeah, but
also he has to do something in a fight with someone like Beterbiev to keep him honest, or make him at least consider being honest.
Yeah,
because it's like, I'm not gonna accept you walking me down all night long. No way, bro. Yeah. So at some point, I got to give you something to think about. The problem is that times where he's landing, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, I'm hurting him. I'm gonna do it's maybe building, and then Beterbiev just goes crack. and it's just like, rah, in between your ears is sounding
Yeah.
mad. So it's one of the ones where I think this time round, look for him to box his ears off. Like I'm talking like a Mayweather Canelo type.
That's what I was expecting, but he said I'm totally different. And I don't know if the anger, because I could see in him, you know, the last time was in Riyadh, the fight before this one. I have to go back. You looking at me in the chat. He was fighting different. He was a bit more aggressive.
Against the person.
He was kind of trying to let us know, I'm going to be a total different Bivol for this one. It's almost like a prep work of, I have to fight like this against Beterbiev. I think that is almost not like done him a disservice, but he didn't need to do that. He changed a bit too much about him. I think he's slicker. Like he is the better boxer of the two. He is the better boxer.
But look for him to go back to that is what I'm saying. Look for him to go back to cleaner work. You're talking about the Malik Zinad fight.
Yes.
Where he just came out because they were chatting so much shit. He was chatting so much shit to him.
Yes.
It almost like got a bit more spicier.
Yeah.
But with this one now, the revenge is going to be the spice. I reckon he's going to know from that experience, I can't stay in the pocket with this brother. And I've got to be good for 12.
Yeah.
Because locking him out is not a likely outcome. So I reckon this time round, the rounds will be a bit clearer between them.
Yeah.
Because what was happening in some of those rounds where it's like he's boxed him out well for the first minute, and then those 2 minutes of being stalked, and then he gets hit, and then it's just like, it's hard to call this round now.
Yeah.
So now he's got to be very clear. That's why I use Mayweather and Canelo as an example. He needs rounds that are that clear. Yeah. Get 7 of those bad boys, and then run, bro.
Do you think
7 or 8 rounds in the bag and then cut, bro?
He can't run all night though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
do you think though, like, because while I was thinking of this fight, and making them adjustments, and this is not on the card at all. If Haney was to fight Garcia again, and he wasn't as emotionally invested in all that stuff, do you think the fight looks different?
He'd have beaten.
Really?
Clearer, yeah. He'd have been clear.
So do you still always fancy the proper boxer versus...
No, but we're just using specific examples.
Yeah.
Like Haney and Garcia. If he doesn't come in with this emotion of knocking him out and doing all this stuff that his dad said, I reckon he's skillful enough to outbox him.
Yeah.
With Bivol and Beterbiev, I'm saying that's what he should aim for.
Yeah.
Not that it's going to definitely work or be an easy task. But if you go back to that fight, first 4 rounds or so, banked quite smoothly.
Yeah.
And then it got bad later. So what I'm saying is if he goes into this fight with like good fight management, you see how Usyk manages fights?
Yes.
He knows when, he knows where it's time to raise the ante. Sometimes I can chill. I'm saying if he goes in, same game plan at the top, 4 rounds in the tuck, and now it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna let this fight. All I need is 3 more rounds. Then he can do a job on the scorecard. However, it takes a bad moment for the fight to end with someone like
But
Beterbiev.
he proved he's got a chin because no one's been in there with Beterbiev and
seen
lived to
12.
tell. Like, they don't usually get to tell the tale.
Yeah, and he was still trying to swing it out in the last couple seconds of the fight as well. So that it's going to be an interesting fight. Well,
the link is there.
I'm excited.
The link is there, people. Get involved. You lot know what we've spoken about today. Just to give you a quick reminder, we did Benavidez, and we asked that question. If Morrell fights Yarde, what does that look like? Benavidez best Buatsi, what does that look like? You just want to talk about that performance? Cool. Your thoughts on Adam Azim calling out Dalton? Your thoughts on the quote? What is there? Do you want to see? Is there anything else you want to see? Your thoughts on AJ versus Bakole? And lastly, Beterbiev versus Bivol. The lines are open. You don't know what to do. It's pinned. So yeah, let me check what the likes are saying.
And also people are saying in the chat, Canelo Crawford time for September. Mate, it's happening. Omaha.
It's time for September. That is gonna. Oh my goodness!
You're gonna see Crawford.
Oh,
you're gonna see Crawford, bro.
No, and where's it?
I don't know. Rumors are Vegas. Apparently.
Oh,
we'll see.
The money Vegas is about to see,
brother.
The people Vegas is about to be. I can't even understand the level of lit. If it does happen in Vegas, Jesu, that would be.
Listen, yeah. Terence Crawford win that fight, brother. His career, the way people talk about it
versus the Mexicans.
You see FBA
versus the Mexicans. It's gonna be like it'll be kind of foundational.
That's hilarious.
It's gonna be, bro. That is gonna be. It's literally gonna. You know they've done this before.
Tony goes, I'm going, bro. We know you're going.
Yo, Tony,
you're always there,
Tony, when I see Tony in Saudi, bro, you think he's not gonna Tony's there, bro. I'm going. Let's go. I hope I've got the people. Wait, excuse me, give me a second. That's the one. Nope, that's not the one. Boom, that's the one.
Yo,
Talk to me.
What's happening,
What
bro?
you telling me?
I'm good, my brothers. How we doing, man? How we doing?
All right, man. All right.
Very good, man. All right,
It's a lit show, man. I don't even know what to get. Hit me with something though, because there's a lot.
There's a lot, bro. So we start with we'll start with the main piece. We started with Benavidez, and we done that thing about Morrell versus Yarde, Benavidez versus Buatsi, or just that fight. Like, how does those fights look for you?
Yeah, Benavidez is impressive. I can't lie. That it just looks like he just walks through everything. Like, and you know how we say like wins age well and stuff. Yeah. Every time I watch Benavidez now, I'm just looking at it like, yeah, Canelo said no, thank you, bro. Like he literally like he knows boxing, innit? And he just saw it and he said, this is a nightmare. Like if you can't put a dent in enough, he's seeing the championship rounds of all of these man. It's like there's just no, like you can just see it now. Like it's just so clear. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I'm one of them guys. I was like, Canelo can touch. Look how everyone's hitting him. Like Canelo's gonna. But now it's just like, oh nah, bro. nah. So like I'm looking at it. Like I'm looking at all the like heavyweights. I'm seeing it the same way. And
especially the fact that he's 28 years old
is mad still.
He's still 28. Didn't he win a world title at like 20?
Brother, it's long. Canelo saw that and said, "Nah, absolutely not."
Yeah, of course. Like, because you remember, like, it's he was saying like at one point he was like, "I'm never gonna fight a Mexican," and then he fought Munguia, and then like Benavidez is like American Mexican. Like Munguia don't even speak English. Like he's Mexican, and you. So why did you say that? It's just obvious. Like it's really bait.
So talk to me about like just in case, like these light heavies get locked into a trilogy. If Bivol, let's say Bivol wins now, that's done. Yeah. So Buatsi versus Benavidez, Morrell versus Yarde. You can start wherever you want. How do you see them going?
All right. Since we're still on Benavidez, I'll just say still Benavidez, and I'm just like with some fights here, I'm just like, all right, let's just skip the nonsense and let's just go Beterbiev and Benavidez, because I'll see Benavidez running through everything except Beterbiev. Like and
even Bivol.
That's a bit nuts. But I'd rather, if you ask me what fight I want to see Beterbiev and Benavidez now. Like I just want to
kill Beterbiev, you know, because it's like, bro, how much of the gauntlet do you need him to run?
No,
bro?
No, it is. No, I feel like that fight will put Beterbiev at the top. Like that will just do a Lennox Lewis Klitschko.
I see what you're saying. That last one.
If he fights that young, because Beterbiev is old. We've already talked about old man.
But he's not showing signs of aging. That's the one thing.
Now you put him in there with the 28-year-old.
Listen, KG, don't you remember Beterbiev fought Callum Smith, and then everyone said he's on peds. Like, do you get what I'm saying? The way how he beat him at his age, because they're talking about his age, and they're just like, he's on peds. Like
I know that. Listen, I don't know.
Morrell and Beterbiev, two different kettle of fish, bro.
Yeah, 100. But I will say something about Morrell though. And he only had 11 fights or something like that. Yeah,
it's crazy.
At 168 though, he was brutalizing people, bro. Trav was right. Maestro did definitely gas him because I watched because Maestro gassed him, and then I looked him up and I followed his fights, and he was looking so dangerous, bro. And he's been calling Benavidez for time, and Benavidez didn't say anything. But at the light heavy, do you know what I'm saying? He saw the fight when he struggled, and then he's just straight on it. Same way. Do you know what I'm saying? Same way Canelo saying, I want Crawford. Like, after the Madrimov, it was more possible. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
answer the phone to my man.
What
do
I get? Yeah. Like, when they're going to say I'm too big?
Yeah. As soon as that fight happened, okay. All right, let's do it then. So that I'm like, oh wait, well, maybe Crawford is playing possum. I don't know.
Let's talk Yarde versus Morrell.
Yarde, no. Yeah, I don't want Yarde to take that fight yet, bro. Because that's what I was saying. Because, bro, you can't. like I was saying before, I got in a bit of trouble for this, but you can't just be Scootnoo and then the top. We need Yarde in. We need to see the level. We need third gear and fourth gear. He just fights 2 or 6. You get what I'm saying? Like now we see Morrell. If Morrell beats him, I still don't know what level Yarde's at because there's no in between.
Wouldn't this fight be a good one to?
That's a good fight because Morrell's not
really. It's not like Morrell's had a lot.
He's
of
not
fights.
a world champ either.
I know, but I just feel like it's a. Do you know what it is? It's like the same way we could not to move on to like AJ, yeah? But why is AJ fighting Bakole, bro? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, why are we giving Yarde, Scootnoo, and then Beterbiev and Morrell? Like, can we just see like domestic
Morrell makes good sense.
Is crazy
because I think Morrell is sick though. I think Morrell is sick.
No, but you have to understand, this is the fight. As in, you say what? He's only had 13 fights, bro. So why not? Why not? Like, he's just a very good fighter after 13 fights.
Because I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel like people will write off Yarde if he loses that. And I just feel like, because the way how his career's gone is so risky now. Like, he can't really, like, please fight Buatsi. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, if he takes a bad L.
Anyone, though. On TalkSport, he was talking about, they were trying to tell him, when Tunde was on TalkSport, he was talking about sending him up to cruiserweight.
Yeah, they did.
Yarde.
Richard Cruiser, bro. They said, listen, we can go Cruiser and do a madness. And I was like, you're an upper tire.
I'm not hearing Tunde too much when he talks about Yarde still, because he's a promoter and man, like he does the promoting thing a lot with Yarde.
What thing is
like, a lot.
It's not like he won't take a tough fight though.
That's Yarde. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But for me, it's
you can't say he won't take it.
He will take it. We sat with Yarde. And he told us
the
belief system that he has, I'll fight anyone. And after I sat down, I was like, no, I know you're that person.
Yeah. And that's why I give Yarde a lot of the benefit of the doubt. Because let's have it right. It looks crazy. Like the way how it's gone, it looks crazy. But I'll never say Yarde is scared of Buatsi, but then fight Beterbiev. Like, so he can't be scared of Buatsi. We can just lock that off, and it has to be something else. So what
you're saying, he'd be more afraid of Morrell. Like the team.
No, I was saying I don't want Yarde to take that next because
what do you want Yarde?
You struggled with Scootnoo and like either just fight Buatsi straight. I don't know his name, bro. I don't know the guy's name.
Calling him Scootnoo is crazy.
Well, I can't. I don't know his name, bro. Sorry.
I hear you.
That's just a reflex. Sorry.
He said it's Wilkins.
Right. Respect base. No, I just don't want that next, bro. I don't want that next. Not Morrell next, bro. Like,
the thing is, it's like the activity has been a thing that's held him up, innit?
Yeah, man.
Wilkins, a bit of ring rust was there. He's got Lyndon Arthur now. The ring rust after these two is there's no convo for that. Won't get brought up again. So realistically, Buatsi should have fought him now. Whilst that's still a bit like this, the time to get him if you're looking for an off form Yarde.
They'll never be off form for that.
Well, of course, but I'm just saying in terms of if you're trying to be strategic in that type of way. Yeah.
Right, you would have expected them to jump on that after the last showing, but still no. But anyway, go on.
And what was the next one? So let's talk. AJ Bakole.
Oh. Listen, AJ is my guy. Like everyone that knows me knows AJ is my guy. Like, please, like, what are we doing here? For what title is this for?
We want Wilder at this point.
Yeah, I'd rather have Wilder. At least Wilder, there's a narrative and a story behind it. That's what I'm saying. Like AJ, if AJ gets stopped by Bakole, most people that know boxing or whatever isn't really gonna be that surprised. But his star power, we're just cooking this guy. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, to everything else, for what? And you're gonna send him to Congo? It's
Nigeria. It have to be
Nigeria. Let's see you. So what? Now he's got to justify the diaspora. Like, he's got to see all his family. Like, now they got to see, like, oh, this is what you sent your son to Europe for. Like, and if it's just
crazy, you're
there with your whole family, bro. Okay. Like, all the aunties that carried you when you was a baby. Like, homecoming.
Bam. So what are you saying? There's no way AJ can win this fight?
No, he can, but that Dubois thing spooked me, bro. It spooked me so much that if this is the next fight, I'm going into there. And I have to accept the possibilities.
I hear it.
But I'm gonna back him though. Like, don't get my
in that one. I'll work my way around. No, on that one, it has to be strong nationality bias, bro. We have to get the dub. It will have
No,
to
but
be.
Bakole.
It's a Nigeria, bro. We're in Nigeria. We're fighting like it's Femi. At that point, it's Femi.
Do you know what I'll be doing? I'll be watching Bakole versus Hunter a lot before the fight, bro. Like,
Hell yeah.
Like, well, I'll be watching that loads just to see, like, oh, there's a chink there, because he just looks like the last fight. If he's just steaming through, if AJ can't make the dent,
Trav's looking like he's got breaking news.
Has Ben Whitaker and Liam Cameron been announced?
Yes.
Wait. I saw someone said that in the comments. I'm trying to verify.
I thought it was real. I'm so excited.
No, I don't think it is. Come
on. This is what I need.
I saw something about Whitaker.
Come on, Ben. Come on. This will be it.
He needs that, though. He needs that. Ben, he needs to do that. You can't get away with not doing that.
Ben, come on. Let this be a real rumor,
It's a tricky one. It's a quote, basically. It says Ben Shalom has told the ring that he now believes the Whitaker-Cameron rematch will happen after significant progress in negotiations.
It has to happen, bro.
We'll see.
It has to happen.
It has to.
You know, gaslit me into thinking
it was drawn a 3-1, bro. He commented that with the eyeballs and like it was just been announced, fam.
But it's I don't believe Shalom if it doesn't happen, like Shalom, man. I think all of his fighters are doing this. It's not a coincidence. He's scared, bro.
The Adam Azim call out for Dalton.
I hope you're watching. It's crazy after he did it.
Hope you're watching.
Why? No, but there's loads of examples, though. It's not just this happening all the time.
Woodley, React Poor, Opataya.
Yeah,
he's not done this thing correctly, fam.
And you know what it is for me? Yeah, don't you feel like so? Adam Azim, he looked pretty sick like last fight.
Yeah,
and then Dalton Smith as well. He looked sick. I have no clue who that guy was. He looked sick, but Adam Azim can beat him. But if there was to fight,
he's fast.
Exactly, bro. But if they was to fight, I wouldn't give him a chance just because of how confident the promoters are. Like, just because of how Eddie Hearn is so desperate for this. He's like, I want this. Like, surely Adam Azim, because he's accepting, I can see his energy. He doesn't want the fight yet. You know what I'm saying? He's happy to pull him out and say, yeah, but it's marinating.
If you go back now, you remember when Adam Azim and Harlem Eubank did the
Yes. I was in the show when you were saying that.
Brother.
Like, that was when Azim won a title or something, and then I think Smith was a mandatory for it or something, and then they started setting up. I think don't quote me. Didn't Azim win a title or something?
Yeah,
and then he vacated.
Yeah, he did. Wait, what the fuck's
you know what I'm saying? He put in Harlem Eubank in. When the Dalton Smith got in the way, that's when they done the Harlem Eubank. And they weren't even trying to make that fight. They just didn't want this in the way. It's the same way when there's no more, when Fury retires because there's nowhere to go. And AJ's out here saying, yeah, I want Fury. There's nowhere to go, so you have to retire. The same way they just needed to put something in the way. They just put Harlem Eubank in, the fight they was never going to make.
We really need to land on that, you know. Fury really is on some bitch energy at this point. Crazy, though. The one time is clear for you,
We've waited all this time.
He's going to come back. We know he's going to come back. Do you
know what, though, Trav, though? Do you know what, Trav? I feel like it's so bait now. If he comes back, like, it's too obvious. Like, obviously, the country's bare stupid and that they just buy everything he does.
You know what? Here's what they should do, yeah? Here's what they should do as a master stroke. Just absolute shit house. Yeah?
Let's hear it.
The next fight with the caveat. If Fury comes back into boxing, you'll take a step aside. Step aside, Brett, at any notice. At any notice, bro.
No, because Bakole wouldn't want to be a sideman like that. You would never lie.
No, step aside is bread, KG. That's bread. That's bread. And we're talking about Turkey al-Sheikh. It's Riyadh step aside.
A meal to sit down and let these men fight. And I guarantee I get to fight you as well.
We know how much Turkey wants this fight. It's not even going to be a meal, bro. Step aside is going to be a nice bread, bro, for that one, if it's necessary. But, man, he's just making it impossible. We've seen it so many times. He done it on his Netflix show. Yeah, cancel it. What? How are we still discussing this? He done it on cam.
Lastly, for you, Bivol Beterbiev, like, we're just talking about could it look different for you? Like, you saw the face-off and stuff. How are you feeling about it? Have you changed your mind?
I think Bivol, I don't know. I found it so hard to score that fight. It was one of them ones. Even the original is like anyone could have won. Anyone could have won. So I reckon because there was
go on.
I reckon because there was so much noise on it being the other way. like people are gonna value a lot more of what Bivol does, and I think it's just gonna go that way if he doesn't get knocked out. Like if Bivol does what he does again, if the same fight happens, I just reckon Bivol will get it and they'll make a trilogy. That's
just because it just
because of how it falls. You get what I'm saying? Like if we see the same thing,
business sense to make it a trilogy, like to lock them in. But
I don't think so. Because we know it's a sick fight, but they're not like superstars like that. Or it doesn't make bread. This fight, it's just a sick purist fight. Do you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Listen, fam, look after yourself, bro. Good call, fam. Stay blessed. Speak to you soon, fam.
Big up, bro.
Base, you know where we're at. Again, happy belated birthday, just in case.
We're in fucking February, bro.
Every time we speak, bro, I keep going back to that because.
No, but it is funny that obviously it was me and then Wale like literally the week after. That was crazy still. But I appreciate it still. No, all right. Just before I'll talk about Morrell and Benavidez. That Bakole thing, I didn't see the whole interview or whatever, but that thing's all foolishness. Bakole's got a fight signed in May, on the 3rd of May in New York, to face F.A. Jagba for the IBF final eliminator. It's signed. It's been announced. So there's no way that he's fighting AJ next.
Well, when they make AJ, hey, you can make FA step aside though.
Yeah,
you can make FA step aside. If it's AJ, everyone will say, "Let's stop this. Let's stop everything we're doing."
But they might have agreed to fight at the end of the year.
There may be an agreement for them to fight, but it's not next. It's not AJ's next fight.
No, it's definitely not. Like, it's not on the horizon because it just doesn't make sense in the boxing calendar. We got Feb, we already know what we're doing. We got Connor. We got September is the massive one in Canelo Crawford. We don't have an end of the year sign off thing. We still don't have our end of the year because usually we're getting used to Christmas big fights.
December, innit? Yeah.
We're getting used to December huge fights. So
that could be in the right, but it could be a thing of if you win XYZ, if that person wins XYZ, then we're going Nigeria.
I think we only see AJ once
this year.
Yeah,
I think we see him twice.
Twice.
Really?
I think you see him around about the middle to end of May, June, and then you will see him again December because he's going to be on the next Riyadh card, like the December one. They have October, December, and then February. He's going to be on one of them.
Do you think who would he fight on if he comes out again? He'll have to try and test things out with his trainer, surely. Reckon he'll go in there?
I mean, the Wilder thing could work because you think about it, if Wilder goes out, he's fighting Curtis Harper next month. That's a 1-round, 2-round job. Even in Wilder's current state, he's not really. If Wilder don't come through that, then it's literally crisis moments right about now. Harper is nothing in that sense. So that's that. Unless he obviously breaks his hand punching him, like maybe he does. You know, he's had history of doing that. But you can be back out again in June, July to face AJ in America. They might do it over there on another one of those ring cards.
Okay. Go on. Let's get into the let's actually talk Benavidez. Let's talk that Benavidez talk. A lot of people in the chat saying,
hey guys, smash the likes button, by the way. Smash the likes button, guys. I know there's 224 of us in the chat right now, and I know we're not there by the likes. I know we're not.
Really? Let me check what the likes are. I think it was on 107 the last time I checked. It's 114.
114. Let's get up to 150, man. Let's do that.
Yeah. I say light 190, but we can keep the show going. So everyone's getting accused of recency bias since we started this pod today, talking about this and stuff. You've heard all the takes. How do you see this one? Them two, and then what we said about Buatsi and Yarde.
So you're talking about what, Benavidez and Morrell from the weekend?
Yeah.
So, look, Benavidez won the fight clearly. I thought Morrell would win, but there's factors you look at. Benavidez basically he did more work. But the thing is, and I probably will get criticized for not liking David Benavidez, and I don't hate him. I just don't really think he's all that. And he's basically crafted a career off of Canelo's name. Cool. So a lot of people did.
He's still now after the performances that he's worked.
But the thing is, never after the performances, I'm like, look, I'm not giving Morrell the inexperience tax, right? Because he's the one that wanted the fight. He only had 11 fights, but he's the one that wanted the fight. So I'm not going to give that to him. But on the other hand, you look at Benavidez in that fight, like, are you supposed to be going life and death tooth and nail with an 11 fight guy who's never even faced a former world champion before? If we're looking at their credentials, you ain't supposed to be looking like that in there.
Like the metrics that you're using, it doesn't feel fair.
Using Morrell as an 11 fighter is not the type of. I don't think that's a fair assessment.
No, but that's why I'm saying I'm not giving him. I'm not giving Morrell the excuse that he's inexperienced. But David's the one that said, "Oh, it was my experience that told in the fight." That's what he said.
Oh,
so he's already acknowledged. He's basically saying that the reason I won that fight is because I'm more experienced than him. That's what he said in his post fight. So I'm not giving him that grade. But that's what. So if he's going to say that, then I have to look at how you've performed against an 11 fight.
Why did you have Morrell beating Benavidez in the first place? When you said you predicted a fight, you had Morrell winning.
Yeah, because he's got better fundamentals, better ring IQ, footwork, and he's got more power than him.
So how can you?
What I said, one of the things I did say is that if David Benavidez, two things is going to happen. If he's got the pro experience factor, and he's got the work rate. Because if you look at Morrell, even in the fights where he dominates, like he's not the most. He's not going to be working for every second of a round, whereas Benavidez is more likely to do that. Hence, if Morrell doesn't knock him out, he's going to get overworked and he's going to get a wide decision on the cards. But Benavidez can't punch. He's not that strong.
Okay.
So, and it's not even just Morrell, it's Vosdik. It's like the only times we've seen him properly dominate people is all the small guys that have been dragged up through the weight classes when he was at 168, when he was bullying people. Now, I'm not taking anything away from obviously the resume right now is starting to stack up and it's looking quality. Yeah. No disrespect there. He's building a top level resume, but the lack of power is starting to tell. And I think most people can kind of see that now. I'm hoping at least.
All right. So then moving into if he was to fight Buatsi and if Morrell's supposed to fight Yarde, how do you see them going in any order?
Yeah, no, funny enough, I was thinking that for Morrell, his next fight should probably be the winner, or I would say the winner of Yarde and Arthur, because we obviously got to factor that in there. Let's be real. I think he beats.
Funny as heck. No, that's so funny. My mind didn't register that.
As he started saying, I'm thinking, why is he saying it like that?
Yeah. I said, why has he done that? Like, we've actually just looked at. Oh shit, that's disrespectful from us. You're true. You're right. That's the right way.
I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, I'm saying he should fight the winner of that fight because I think Yarde will win, but I'm not going to like just stonewall it right now. I need to, I have to think about it a bit. But that being said, but the thing is, because whoever wins that fight isn't getting a title shot next, so they can't just sit on a ranking. They have to do something. And Morrell he's a big name for them to take on.
How do you reckon that fight will
go?
I
think Morrell beats both of them quite convincingly, especially after what I saw yesterday, and how, especially knowing that I think he will work on that work rate thing now because he's seen how obviously things can play out. In terms of, and you were saying Benavidez against Buatsi or Smith.
Yeah. Benavidez versus Buatsi. We're kind of overlooking. We shouldn't overlook the Smith one. Put it this way. Benavidez, I think he's tough and he's tough and durable, but he does get hurt. Like he got hurt from Vosdik when Vosdik was pulling his punches in the last fight. And the only person I saw hurt in the fight on the weekend was Benavidez on a couple of occasions. So, and I think part of that is because he's not, I actually think that, believe it or not, I think he's struggling to make 175. I think that's the reason why number one, he had to bring Memo Heredia back into the camp after how he looked in the last fight. He had a bit more stamina in this fight, but he's gassing out, flagging out in this fight. I think he's finding the weight cut hard. But he was busier though in this fight.
Yeah, but the thing is, he was as busy in this fight as he was in the last fight, and it's the same level of drop off. He never had that level of drop off at 168.
So do you reckon he could take Buatsi's power?
I don't think he could take it all fight. I think he could take that power early, but the problem is going to be, and here's the one way he can probably win again. He's going to work when Buatsi don't want to, because we know Buatsi ain't got a gas tank like that. No,
but Buatsi proved in the last fight.
He took a lot of moments off when he gets Hutchinson as well.
He was working.
But the thing is, because Morrell, not Morrell, Benavidez, because he's a lot more closer to you, he's gonna try and stick to you in the fight. Buatsi, he's gonna have to keep working a lot more, which means that Benavidez might have chances where he can just, outwork you. Whether he's gonna hurt you and knock you down, maybe not. But you're gonna be racking up the rounds. You're just gonna be fighting round after round after round.
Staying close to him with them, I think he will step back knowing the power that Buatsi carries.
I reckon Buatsi will definitely hurt him.
Buatsi will hurt him. He won't want to stay that close to him.
But if he's he won't stay on the outside for what he'd have to get on the inside. He doesn't want to be mid-range, so he'll stick closer on the inside because the power is less likely to be delivered as strongly from that inside range. Buatsi wants that mid-range where he can get that little bit of the extension in the hook or the straight or the uppercut.
That's interesting. All right, moving on though. So we've already dealt with the Bakole thing. That's just was. What do you reckon about? Because I think Adam to blame, or is this other things at play?
Are we talking about Adam Azim?
Yeah, calling out, said I hope he's watching.
Look on this one. I'm gonna give the Jamaican tax to Ben Shalomi. I don't think he had anything to do with this one. Like, if you guys don't know, shout out to October Red. If you don't know, you know now. Man's Jamaican, innit?
Jamaican.
What are you talking about?
You ain't seen the interview yet?
No, I ain't seen
He
it.
said he's Jamaican.
Yeah, his dad is it his dad or his granddad from Jamaica? On his dad's side.
Swear.
Okay.
But he's Jewish, but the Jewish community Jamaican. And the thing is, I know that he's not chatting shit at that because my great granddad was Jewish, like Jewish Jamaican. So I know that there was a settlement there.
You lot could. So what you're telling me? You could be related to Ben Shalom.
It's crazy. It could. You never know. I'd have to go all the way through the family tree, but I hope not.
Stop messing up fights, bro.
I did not have it, bro. What's he doing actually, bro? Now it's a damning indictment, bro.
Listen, as the Jamaican community, well, we put a statement out to basically say we have to check that. We have to check the DNA. They will come back next week with a full discussion.
I listened. I believe him now. I'm saying it again. We listen to Bass. We believe Bass because it was his birthday.
Jamaican Shalom.
But look, in terms of the Adam Azim thing, that was all him, right? In my opinion, I think he's obviously he's been feeling the pressure, and I think he probably thought, oh, that comment will slap after the last opponent that Dalton Smith had. But then he's forgetting that the only reason Dalton Smith had that opponent is because you pulled out of the fight for the European title.
And wasn't that even like it was mandatory?
It was a double mandatory. He was mandatory for Dalton's British, and Dalton was mandatory for his European.
I said, I hope you're watching, bro. You should have been fighting.
Yeah,
bro.
So that's the reason it didn't slap how he thought it was gonna slap, and he got grilled for it online afterwards.
Good, because it pissed me off. I was saying, why do I feel this? I felt a level of I'm not happy about what I've just heard, but I didn't understand where that was coming from. But I'm forgetting that there was a mandatory. I thought it was a single. I didn't remember it was a double mandatory.
Yeah.
After man's moving to you, G-checking you, Eddie's like, let's get this fight on. Why won't you do it? You don't even want to put him in a 5v5. He said, I'll do a 5v5 with you if you make these two fight. Said no. Dirty work.
It's looking bad.
Yeah.
All right. I think the last thing is Bivol. The last thing is Bivol.
Yeah. Do you know the thing is I haven't made up my mind of how that fight, the next fight goes, because one thing I was always thinking in the last fight was because of the knee injury that Beterbiev was gonna have like some like mobility issues potentially, which could mean that he would be slower and maybe get walked into stuff. It didn't look like the knee issue bothered him. He's had 4 extra months to obviously strengthen it, but in that same breath, it's like he is still like 40. Yeah, he's still 40. So therefore, like, has there still been a proper recovery? Who does this 4 months benefit more? Does it benefit Bivol, who obviously had the little bit of the hand issue from taking the punches and stuff, or does it benefit the older guy who doesn't have to take the time off and get off the couch to try and get back into shape?
Well,
That's the one.
Let's see if Beterbiev makes it to the fight, bro, because this would mean this is his first successful one-time camp. About
True.
4 months.
But I mean, look, it's 2.5 weeks away. Like, you know what I mean? I think he'll make it. And look, and you know what? Money has a way of making you make dates, innit?
That's funny.
He's 3 weeks away. The camp's done. The money's been paid. Even if he's got one arm and he has to hide it, I think he would probably still go in there just because it's the last payday.
As if he didn't postpone the last fight.
Yeah, but that was deep out. That wasn't like 2 weeks away.
Okay,
that was a couple months. So that's all I'm saying in that sense. But in terms of it, the one thing that makes me still have a lot of strong belief in Bivol is that after the first fight, Bivol said, I hope I can have the rematch. Like in the ring, he said that. So it's not like, oh, geez, I'm lucky I survived. I thought I won, but I'm just lucky to survive. No, he said he wants to go back in there with this monster. So to me, that kind of, he's probably now looking like, you know what? I thought I knew he was strong. I knew he punched hard, but I feel comfortable with this. Now, maybe I just know what I need to do now to get the dub. So I think he wanted the fight more, and then Beterbiev's taken the fight because, well, he's a good opponent and it's more for me and I get to be active. So I think one person's taking it because they really want it and the other one's taking it because it's there.
I understand.
And I think that's the energy I get.
Lethal. Listen, brother, Base, big up yourself, man.
Let's peeps.
Yeah, big up.
Have a nice one.
Peace. One more call and then we get to get the hell out of here. Basil's been waiting still. Yo, Basil, welcome to the show, bro. Give me the quick hit still because we gotta get out of here. But let's go. You know where we're starting. Let's start from the top. Talk to me about. I forgot
what's on your mind, bro? Let's say where you wanted to. Wherever you want
to there was 2 things I wanted to talk about. Probably maybe not because we don't have time. I mean, the 2 things was mainly Ben Shalom and Anthony Yarde. I'll start with Ben Shalom quickly.
Okay,
yes.
Cool.
Ben Shalom, you know, he's a strange promoter to me because he hasn't really put on that many great shows. When you compare it, when you look at the resume of what's his name, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren over the last few years, they've put on quite a few big fights, whereas Ben Shalom hasn't really put on that many big fights. So it makes me question his position.
Defend him though.
Go on, defend him.
You have to understand, our appetite has changed. Us lot have been having caviar, like steak, like proper, like we've been eating good in it. Yeah. Now, like I watched that fight. I watched the card the other day, the boxer card.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. TKV. I enjoyed the card, but it hasn't got all the bells and whistles on it. But for boxing fans, I believed it was a decent card.
But don't you think now with the landscape of boxing, he should be doing better? Because you have to say now Turkey's coming, we're getting a lot of bigger fights. I mean, he had some fights.
We have to still look after the grassroots of boxing because not every day can be a Riyadh season or what happens to everybody else. Not everyone can get onto Riyadh. Like there has to be a stepstone to it. I think we have to remember, okay, this is part of boxing as well. This is the special, this is the highlights package, but we have to have these shows.
It's not even that, even when you look at it like this, how many pay-per-view fights has he put on for Sky Sports? That's telling you, and compare it to how many pay-per-views Frank's put on for BT. When Eddie was there, how many pay-per-views he put on for Sky? I don't think he's put on one pay-per-view fight that he's organized one.
This new thing that he's got is this one that's coming up is a big pay-per-view day though. The Ring magazine and box, it's Ring and Boxer, right? It's most of his fighters.
Yeah, but I mean, any like fight that's got Turkey involved, there's Turkey showing it. Come on, bro.
They're all adjacent.
Them men get to stand at the top table, but
you can't do that because we give Frank Warren the respect.
You might get to stand at the top.
No, but we give Frank Warren the respect. To
really?
Eddie the
we
respect.
saw Queensbury shows before Turkey was involved in his life.
There we go.
Yeah, it's all Turkey.
Church hall settings.
Yeah, but we keep saying that he's the promoter of the year and this, that, and the other, but we're forgetting the main man.
No, I'm giving Frank promoter of the year credits because of the way he's navigated fighters' careers side by side with what Eddie's doing, and it's starting to show that the slow and whatever approach Frank is doing, it's working. The roster's starting to shine. But if we're talking about quality of shows, we were never screaming about Queensbury quality of shows.
Remember that place that was?
These are Riyadh shows, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's unfair because they did block. I'm gonna defend Shabba Ben as well because in this
in cartel.
Yeah, because in this moment, he's not been. They've kind of ostracized him. He hasn't been a part of it. They've left him on the outs, and he's slowly working his way, and he's getting in. He's getting in the mix, and he is replacing. You have to remember, it was Sky and Eddie. It was the Eddie show on Sky, and Eddie left, and that's a chasm.
We're a few years removed from the storyline, though. Let's be.
But KG, quick question: I look at it as that. What do you say? It's because Ben is more risk adverse. Because really and truly, he doesn't want to put his fighters against exciting fighters because he's scared of the defeat. And you've seen it like at times where he's kind of pulled his fighters out of negotiations or out of purse bids. I think that works against him, and because of that, he's not able to build the profile of his fighters first, the profile of the Boxer brand, and also put on maybe some of the biggest fights he can for Boxer. I think that's his problem.
Do you know what it is? It's like he's basically trying to play chess. But it's like the game that I played with Travis's son, where like it's gonna be difficult because Travis's son was playing chess for longer than me, and that's crazy because he's sick.
And he played you.
And this is what I'm saying. And remember, he's like, I have to be clever, and he's trying to protect his major pieces on the board, and he hasn't got like things to throw out and discard. So it's like if this doesn't work, all the business plan is in these pieces. So I can't just move them crazy on the board like that. He's literally trying to be box clever, but he's making mistakes from how it looks to the public. Yeah. Someone's playing dominoes, for fuck's sake.
Exactly. And then last one, I don't want to take too much of your time. I guess this one's on Yarde. Quick one. I think KG, you let Travis off a bit lightly last week. I think he had Travis on the ropes like Tyson Fury against Usyk and won. But I'll say this.
I said Travis on the DVD thing in the last show. Oh yeah, he was smash up.
I saw the fight about though.
A little bit.
There you go. What's that press conference when you had to confess that Buatsi don't shout you?
Nah,
I'll say this, Travis, a bit of rebuttal in terms of. And here's the thing: I try to support Yarde because obviously, like him, I'm an East London person, so I have to support like the local. And obviously, grew up same area, Stratford. But my biggest issue is this to giving ratings is because there's no in betweens in terms of he's fought in Kovalev, he's fought in Beterbiev, and he's lost those fights. So really and truly, I really don't know how good Yarde is because it's one extreme to the other. He's had those two fights, and then everyone else has been just at the lowest level at boxing. So because there's no middle ground, it's hard to say really how good is he. Because usually with fighters, if they go up to the mountaintop, you can still say they're a good fight because they've had that in between, that middle ground fights. Like Amir Khan, he's gone up to the mountaintop, lost some of those fights, but he has those middle ground fights where you can say, okay,
he has that Mayana. He has some great nights still.
Yeah, he had some. Yeah, but he also has those middle ground where those decent fighters he's fought where you can kind of assess him in his entirety. I struggle to do that with Yarde personally because of that reason.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, nobody's going to contest that narrative. Do you know what I mean? At this point, but do you factor in what you look at in the ring when the guy's fighting as in your assessment, or is it just written down?
No, I do. I
want to see like a Shakan. I want to see like
a Shakan Pitters.
I wanted to see that he's fought the mandem, like even the domestic mandem to know where. I just want to see like.
What does a Dex Spellman tell you? What does a Lyndon Arthur-Win tell you?
Dan Aziz. No, I'm saying these. You have to fight the guys. You fought. We're not gonna go here again.
What I'm saying is the length of time.
But
after a length of time, these fights they don't matter to the conversation. We're not.
I know that.
We're past that
but
now.
He's saying he's trying
if
to.
If he starts going back doing Shaq and
he can't do it now.
No, it's done.
I'm saying that's done. But I'm saying that because he hasn't got those names in his none of the high British level guys or European level guys. He hasn't got none of them. Even a Craig Richards. I know they're brethren, but like a strong name where it's like, Hutchinson.
If he had one, Travis, I'll be able to say, because then it's like if he had beaten one of those, and I said, "Oh, I can use that as a base barometer to really."
Yeah, I hate what you say, but we're past that now. So it's one of the ones where it's like these arguments are just at this point something that you use to try and nitpick at someone's career. The fact is, this guy, that's why I say to you, do you factor in what you see when you look at the guy in the ring? Because there's no way you look at Yarde and then say, "Oh no, he don't belong in the conversation with these guys because he ain't fought a Shaq and Pitters." You're not doing that.
No. I don't know if he does Travis belong it because he lost both of those fights. So that's it. So
if Buatsi just doesn't win a world title, you say he wasn't world level.
But he likes it. Yeah, but he has Aziz. He has Richard on there. He beats Callum. He has him on there. So at least he has that middle ground.
Then loses the titles for the rest of his career.
Then what? No, we're asking if he's elite. Right now, we need to find out if
you said who's making the case for elite.
No, what's the name? He has to. If he now jumps, if he beats Callum, his next quest, he's done. He's world level. The next quest is he elite? Is he in the room with them, man? So he's gonna knock on the door right now and say, "Yo, can I be in this Beterbiev Bivol room?" That's the next question. If he beats Callum, that's his next question. He's world. That means he's definitely world level.
Well, the thing is, the fortunate thing, he hasn't retired. Yeah, these are fights that are clearly there for a reason. Now, you guys can question the reason and be like, "No, you gotta go back and do the other things." But we know what we're looking at, and we know we're here now. So what I'm saying is, I don't understand like these conversations. I don't know how good he is. Like, bro, this is why we want the fights. These are the guys that have been matched together for all these years because we've wanted these fights for a reason.
Basil's saying something normal, Joe. In this, what Basil's saying is, he's saying, "I've seen you climb to the mountaintop twice, and it didn't go your way, and I haven't seen you fight domestic or European level."
But then what? No, yeah, and what I'm saying, the reason why I was mentioning about what Buatsi's done, if he doesn't win a world title, then we say we won't know where these two are because you've jumped to the top. You've taken the stairs, you've taken the lift, and you both didn't get to the top. So then who is where?
No, but I don't know why you're mentioning. Go on, Basil, because I'm not doing this.
No, if I'm saying something completely stupid,
because I don't know why you're putting them together.
No,
because they're not together. They're not together. I'm saying let's look at this guy's individual and say this guy's done he's done his domestic and his European level fights once, and he's now asking for the main thing. And this guy hasn't. He's made these big try to climb these massive mountains.
Cool. All right. So
that's
then,
what I'm saying.
Based on these attempts to climb the mountains, do you say, in your opinion, Basil, is Anthony Yarde world level or not?
No.
So he is where, in your estimation?
Boy, it's hard because
so
if I'm going to be harsh, I'll say he's low level. To be honest, and then I'll say he's a low level boxer, and the reason why I'm saying that is because
I don't think that's fair.
We would all say that's nonsense.
No, but I think that's what's the
reason why I was going to say this, I'll say this, KJ. The reason I'm going to say it is because if it wasn't Anthony Yarde, and let's say just a random boxer doing the same thing Anthony Yarde, we would not say that boxer. It's because we know Anthony Yarde and we have an affiliation.
Was, bro.
No, it's true. But if it was somebody and they did the same thing, Travis, and we put that in front of you, you will not rate him.
So he's walked you in, and Travis is very clever what he's done there, and you didn't see it. What he did, is he's walked you onto a punch that you didn't see coming, bro. You switched stances, and you should have stuck with your original claim, bro. You're basically saying, listen, until I see him fight somebody to get a real estimation, because you don't actually know. You've seen him go to the mountaintop and lose twice, and you've never seen him fight somebody of a normal rank to be able to assess him. And I see right now, I can't assess Yarde. That's my answer to that question is I can't assess him. I don't know where he is. I don't. And that's fair. You can't say say there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and when men can say he's low level, that's
he's done a man.
But Travis, it's good because what I'm saying is just because you can be competitive with them, and that doesn't mean you can then beat.
If you were low level, you should not be.
Because what happens now? Because what happens now? He faces the guys below and loses. What's the assessment then?
Wait, what's Tony saying?
No, because what I'm saying is you're doing this assessment thing as if matters of boxing natures are those clear-cut takes. It doesn't work like that.
Someone said Tamworth. I know this is football, but it's a good point. Tamworth took Spurs Oh yeah, we got to wrap up the show. You're very Basil. You know that you can't have this conversation. I'm gonna get rid of Basil as well because this conversation just goes. Tamworth took Spurs to injury time in FA Cup. Are they Premier League level?
That's just a football analogy that don't carry over. It doesn't because Beterbiev, bro. You're telling me bro? No one's taking Beterbiev out the first round. If you are straight from the Emmys, let's not play this game. Let's not play this game.
And it was close.
Nah,
good. They could have won.
Let's stop this, bro.
Okay.
Like the thing is, I won't make a case for Yarde being elite, right? But the thing is, certain things are not supposed to happen in boxing, right? You take like Pioneer Capital's comment here is thing. Yarde was 10 seconds away from knocking out Kovalev when he was still a novice. Let's be fair to Yarde. He's world level, but elite. He's not elite, but he's world level.
I'm not going to do this again.
It's Craig Richards. Where's Craig Richards to you?
The journey that he's taken, you can't even.
Where's Craig Richards to you?
I would say he's past European. He's world level.
He's world level.
Yeah.
Based on?
Because of who he's fought. Look at his domestic fights. Look at. He's fought the people.
Does Craig Richards? I know. Listen, I'm telling you. Does Craig Richards?
You can't compare
Craig Richards.
Let's not
have a world level win.
You can't compare Craig's career to Yarde's. You cannot.
I'm asking you a question.
You cannot. Craig is ran. He's done the domestic gauntlet that he had to do.
Does he have a world level win?
Buglion on how many weeks notice?
Bro, you don't.
How many weeks notice?
We don't need to regurgitate the facts. We know Craig, and he said all of the things to us.
You're past European level. I think he's like
based on,
and then he went. Then after he went, he fought Bivol. If you're gonna give Beterbiev all that credit, if you're saying Yarde is the man and he pushed Bivol he pushed Bivol. We saw it. We all saw that.
So Craig is world level.
I would have to say
for how he pushed Bivol.
I think Craig beats most.
But Beterbiev beat Bivol. Beterbiev beat Bivol.
I think Craig beats Yarde.
Bro, in this conversation,
I think Craig beats Yarde.
Okay, now look in the chat. Let's look at the chat. People in the comments are saying Craig's not world level. Craig's British. Craig's domestic.
European.
Some are saying both are world
European.
level. Some are saying he's not. Some are saying European level.
I'll say, European. Yeah, he pushed him. That was a good fight.
But Yarde.
No, but I'm saying he's taken the steps. Yarde is not taking. We're not doing.
So the steps matter. The steps matter in the conversation. But when you're in with a champ, that don't matter.
Listen, you can't climb the mountain, run out oxygen twice, and say I'm world level, bro.
Cool.
You don't get to climb.
So
you
can be seconds away from being a champ. You be seconds away from being a champ, and it don't count because you ain't fought Cam Peters.
No, you have to fight the man.
Let's wrap up this pod.
How do you look at it? We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Let's wrap it up.
Basil, you are a snake, bro. Because we ain't got enough time.
All of a sudden, steps count.
Shut up, Travis. Shut up, Travis.
Bro.
Basil, I blame you, bro, because you can't do this
to have a consistent
at the
stance,
time,
bro.
You can't do this at the time, bro. Nasty work. God will deal with Basil. Anyway, all right, listen.
Man said, "No, I don't care what I'm looking at. You didn't fight Shaka Peters."
No, but you're
get me off
bro.
Get me off this pod.
Fuck off, Charles.
Laptop's closed. Close the show.
He's done a mad thing.
Big up everyone that's tuned in this week. We'll be back in next
Basil,
week.
you dickhead. I blame you for that, bro. And that's shit. What Travis has not even won this one, but he's found the punch and he feels great about himself.
You didn't fight Shaka Peters, it don't count.
Bro, I'm talking about you.
Where's the domestics?
Hey, listen. Now we're getting back. All right, we gotta go. Fuck off, Trav. Prick. Basil, man.
Grow up, fam.
Nasty work. Stinky.
Up,
you shut up.
Shut up, wax, bro.
Let's do another.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.